The Point, 98.7 CKPM FM.
A beautiful West Coast morning. It's 8:19. Eric Kalnins is here, the tourism manager for City of Coquitlam. You're liking this weather, aren't you?
Good morning, Rod. Yes, I absolutely love it. I'm a skier, so the snow was fantastic this year, and there's still lots of snow up on the mountains, but locally it's gone. It's sunny. Grass is growing. Trees are going. So there's a lot of yard work, Rod, but I still trying to squeeze in some time for other stuff, and that's what we're hoping people start to do. I was out this week, and then I saw a ton of people outside.
Okay, but you know this. You have a slave that's about 10 or 11 years old.
Yes.
That's who does the yard work.
That's a good idea. Why doesn't that happen?
I don't know. I can't figure it out.
I said, Ella, come out and cut some branches. Help your dad out. Just that look of, are you kidding me? A tween look? Like, no, Dad. No.
That's funny. I know those of us that have the kids know that it's tough sometimes, but they'll get adventurous sometimes.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Coquitlam, we are entering into a very fantastic time of the year. We have got so much happening out there.
It's just starting to happen, Rod. We have with the weather brings the people out, right? And different sports are starting up. We were just talking about lacrosse and soccer tryouts just finished, but it's also time people are getting out on their bikes and hiking and running and fishing. There's just so much to do locally within 5 minutes of most of our homes.
And that's the fantastic thing about living in this part of the world. We can do that, whether you want to go up into the Del Vista Trails, or you want to go up Burke Mountain, or you want to go around the Travelay Trail, or over to Rocky Point. Venture outside of Coquitlam. You got all these places.
Absolutely. And it's funny, just locally at Como Lake and Lafarge Lake at the end of March, just after spring break, they Fisheries and Oceans, I guess, stocked both lakes, over 1,000 trout into those lakes. So you don't have to go far to go fishing.
That's really cool. I didn't know they did that. That's
they did.
Really. And now the fishing there, is there an age limit on this? Do you have to have a license? How does it work?
Absolutely. You have to have a license. So if you go to, locally, guys like Sea Run Tackle up on Austin, fantastic tackle shop, one of the best in the area and best in Vancouver, in my opinion. But you do 16 and under. You don't pay for a license. I believe the license is free, but you do have to get one. And then as an adult, you can get an annual license, a 10-day license, a 1-day license. If you go to gofishbc.ca, I believe, there's all sorts of information for freshwater fishing.
Nice. And you can do the catch and release, or you can do the catch and eat.
You catch and release, catch and eat. I used to be a catch and eat guy, no problem, but I have a hard time now, so it's usually a catch and release for me.
Yeah, let somebody else kill my food. It's really hard. They're only fish, but still.
It's hard.
Yeah. So
soft.
You mentioned Monday Park. What's all the construction going on? Because as I drove down Mariner yesterday, I was going to the Save On Food up at Mariner in Austin, and they've got all the ribbon up of where the power lines are. What are they doing up there?
So I think that's Fortis putting in gas pipe up through that area.
Okay.
There. Yeah.
So they're not going to affect the bike trail and bike skills park up there.
Yeah, I'd be out there, no way. This is our bike skills park. I'm a big biker, and they have the Torca Take a Kid mountain biking there. They take a kid mountain biking day there every fall, so it's a great spot to get some skills. So we'll leave that alone.
Okay, speaking of skills, Lafarge, you've got scooters coming to Lafarge.
Yeah, so I love this event. I went last year. I was going to stay for about half an hour and just get a quick look at it. It's International Scooter Association, ISA, Western Qualifier. So this is the best of the best from Western Canada and United States coming up on scooters, the one that you push with one foot. And so I went to check it out. I was talking to the organizer, and he goes, "Oh, Eric, you should come and watch these kids go." And I'm okay. I've seen people on scooters in the parks. No, this is back flips, front flips. The pro division is unbelievable.
It's amazing. I come from a skateboarding background, but to see these kids and adults, it's not just kids, but do the flips on these things is just outstanding.
Yeah, and it's a fun day. The music's pumping. They have a DJ. I'm just looking at the poster he sent me yesterday. It's America's #1 scooter announcer, Jake Hershey. So it's just a fun event. It's great for kids. They get the kids involved. They have prizes. There'll be a food truck there. Our concession will be open over by Percy Perry. And I tell you, even if you're not in a sport, you don't understand a sport, to see the best of the best is always, you might as well, especially, minutes away and take a hop on the SkyTrain, walk over to Town Center Park at the end of April and check these guys out.
And that's neat because you've got the scooters there at Town Center Park, Lafarge, and then you've also got the Highland Games happening in June there. And then you've got the Harry Jerome Track Classic, which has moved to Burnaby, or from Burnaby to here for a year at least. And this is an exciting thing about the Track Classic. What is happening this year?
Well, you see, and again, Rod, you're right. You get the best of the best coming to Coquitlam. So BC Highland Games, some of the best pipers in the world.
By far the best pipers.
World Championship, right?
Yep.
It's a no-brainer. And then a couple weeks after the BC Highland Games and Scottish Festival is the Harry Jerome Track Classic, which has been announced to be in Coquitlam on June 28th. And we're getting our Olympic champion who specifically said, I will run Coquitlam because that track is fast and I can do a sub 10 second.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Rod, you and I always said I'd love to have Andre DeGrasse and myself lined up just to see how fast he is and how slow I am.
Well, if you put an ice cream truck at the end of the track, I'm sure you could beat him.
Oh, we'd be in there. A Rocky Point ice cream right at the end. I'm going.
That's it, exactly.
I want to invite Andre up to the crunch. Andre, you and I up the stairs. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, and that's it. And early registration's on for the Coquitlam Crunch Diversity Challenge, too. And this is fantastic. We're looking to get somebody that can do this run in under 2 minutes, or is it under 1 minute and 40? I can't remember what the time was. Yeah, it's just craziness.
Yeah, over spring break, I took my daughter up there a few times. We're going to get ready for soccer tryouts, and we can run the stairs. We're in pretty good shape. No, halfway up, I'm getting passed, and she's passing me, and I said, you know what, stairs aren't my thing. I'll take the bike.
Any cardio is not my thing. That's it. So then now we touched on food a little bit there, Rocky Point ice cream.
Yep.
We've got the Fraser Valley Food Truck Festival.
Yeah,
now, this happened past weekend in Port Moody, and now it's moving to Coquitlam.
Yeah, so we're for the first year we're getting our own food truck fest on May 27th, and it's actually going to be right outside City Hall at Spirit Square. So the Coquitlam Farmers Market used to be at Spirit Square until it outgrew it and moved up to the great location at Poirier. But the food truck fest is going to be right outside City Hall. There's lots of space to sit. Lots of trees. It's going to be a sunny day, yes.
And I understand they're closing that road down, that section of road as well.
That's right. I think Pine Tree to the High will be closed down, so you can just walk freely. The trucks will be parked. It's easy to get to with transit, so you can leave your car at home, and there's the Lincoln Station or Lafarge Douglas a couple minutes away from City Hall.
Excellent. Now, this is all fantastic, and if people want to find out more information about the city of Coquitlam and all we have to offer here, what do we do? Coquitlam.ca/explore. Excellent. Eric Kalnins, the tourism manager or terrorism manager for the city of Coquitlam. Thanks for stopping by.
Rod, thank you very much for having me.